guess that your name is Christian.
It is.
How about that? And your last name is Avery?
Yes.
And you were a patient here how long ago?
6. You've probably been, actually he is here every 2 weeks for treatments that he receives. So I think you probably started, your first major treatment was in May, but he's also been here for emergency room runs. But every 2 weeks we visit the kiddos here.
I have a couple of notes. He is dealing with allergies, is that right?
Yes, he has life-threatening allergies and asthma, and a rare disorder that affects his blood and the way he processes exposure to allergens. So he receives an injection every 2 weeks. It's about a 2 to 3 hour process that helps his body at least to battle against the allergens. It can't get rid of it, but it can sure at least give life back a little bit more normalcy for those in-between times.
I'm one of those people that takes something every day for allergies, but nothing like this. I'll tell you. Give a shout out to his doctors.
Well, definitely to Dr. Strawbridge and the whole pulmonary staff here. They are just phenomenal. We just feel really blessed that we know when we go in, they're all going to ask me questions. How's your week been? What's been going on? How's soccer? They're all compassionate. They know what they're doing. They're very aware of how he feels during the process. And we just feel so blessed that we have that here. So it's not something that, we have to miss school, but we can actually get back the same day, and it's a huge blessing knowing we have it right here in our own backyard.
Well, I bet he's really happy that he can get back to school the same day.
Yeah, we haven't quite figured that deal out.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't that great,
maybe what we ought to do is, what we do is hold a lottery, and every once in a while somebody could win a trip at Air Bear and have the transfer over to Akron and have the treatment just for a day.
Yeah.
So they'd have to go back to school.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I was listening to your mom, and so you are taking your meds, doing what the doc tells you to do, and you're playing soccer.
Yes.
Okay, what grade level?
6.
And is this something you've done in the past, or just recently been able to do because of your medication?
I've been doing it since I was 4.
And you're how old now?
12.
Very good. I tell you. So let's go back here. We're going to learn something else today. The allergy medications are such now that they can manage this young man's allergy, and by your terminology, he has fatal allergies. So if things go wrong, they can really go wrong. And he's able to live a normal lifestyle, comes here every 2 weeks, gets his shot, goes back to school. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
And then he plays soccer. I got to tell you, before Akron Children's was here in the Mahoning Valley, where would you need to go to have this treatment?
We would definitely have to go at least to Cleveland, if not further. There are not that many cases that use the medication. It's difficult. It takes someone special to be able to administer it. So that's where we just feel so fortunate that they were even able to diagnose it, because it is not something that we've had phenomenal doctors throughout his life that never put 2 and 2 together to figure out that this is what our missing factor was.
Isn't that the amazing part, boss? I mean, that they were
Man,
able
I'll tell
to
you.
figure out what was wrong with him, and then to go one step further and figure out how to fix it. Because when I think of allergies, I think of what? Your typical stuff, pollen and stuff that does that. But in his case, what is it, everything or dust or what?
A lot. We have latex, which is probably our biggest offender because it's in so many things. It's in gloves that they wear to process food. He's airborne to that. He's airborne to peanuts, to nuts, shellfish. He's environmental. He's your dust, molds, grass. So there are so many things that we can't always pinpoint where the problem comes from.
So without this, he couldn't go anywhere, really.
It becomes a real challenge. We have had a lot of incidences and accidents, being very, very careful just because we can't control the environment around us, and we want him to be able to go out and do things like everyone else can, but we have to control it so closely.
Can he grow out of any of this?
Some of his allergies we run a chance that we can, which is super. Unfortunately, your latex is one that usually gets worse with time. So it becomes more of an awareness. We really do our homework before we go out to eat, before we check places, and we always are prepared with the right medications because we don't always know. There are times that he gets very sick or has asthma issues that we can't figure out what our source is, so we know the protocol. And that's, again, where we're so thankful for Akron Children's because they've given us a step-by-step plan. We follow, we check in with them when things are going astray. So it's good.
So you then figured out your safe restaurants, your safe
Yes.
areas, and they know you and you know them, and things work out and everybody has a good time still and life goes on, right?
Yep, it sure does. It really does. We have rough days. We had a rough week with problems just because of the changes in the environment, and he has to miss school because it's real difficult to breathe and to get back on track. But again, with the right meds, we're able to do it, and we've got great teachers that support us and work with us. So
That's what it's all about. Thank you both for coming.
thank you so much, and please support the hospital because it's just a great thing.
Nice to meet you, Kristen.
Nice to meet you too.
Does he have any allergies to older guys with gray hair? Just asking, boss. I'm asking in benefit of the child.
We're trying
I'm
to do a
trying
nice
to-
thing here.
I'm just
and
trying
you
to
just
make sure
cause
you're
us-
okay, okay? Is it okay? You're not getting
Yeah.
okay?